back to the Wild Wild West.
That's the way it's looking, man. It's been a civil war for a long time. All of the stuff that's going on with the weather. You got a pandemic. The Book of Revelations is open right now. And the pages, they just flying out. And hey, man, it's crazy right now. It make you feel. Do you feel when you like just wake up in the morning and then you start your day? Do you feel like, man, I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but I feel like I'm not doing what I'm essentially supposed to be doing?
Man, there's days. Well, when I have those type of moments, it ain't I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It's like there's days when I had woke say I don't know if it was at the beginning of the year, when it was, and I just go like. And lay on back down.
Yeah.
If I ain't got nothing to do, nothing pressing really, I go on to sleep the rest. Like I'm gonna cash this day in too, because I don't whatever it is that I'm supposed to be doing, like or like working on any of these projects that I'm doing. If I turn that computer on and I don't get the feeling, the energy that I need. I feel like I need to get it, and I feel like I'm about to have to force it. I just turn it off. But I don't never feel like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like I'm open to whatever's gonna come to me. If it ain't coming, it's like nah. Then I'll be like, okay, I just gotta live. I gotta do some living.
Just be.
Yeah, just be. So I focus on stuff. But there's days when I'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna sleep. Cause I need rest.
I'm talking about. Do you ever feel? I'm talking about on a day where you woke up, you did what you were supposed to do, man. You woke up, you went and worked out. Maybe in the middle of your workout, you like, I'm building up my body. But with the world doing what it's doing, you be like, it's something that's more important for me to prepare for other than doing this workout right now or recording this song right now. It's just like, this is in the world work, but it's some stuff I feel like is about to happen that you like, I need to be focused on that. Like world issues almost like, man, just the whole Book of Revelations thing is it's like a lot of that stuff happening right now. And it's with all the things how like black people can kind of like, this is, if we was gonna save ourselves, this is like the window. Because once all this, it's so much that's going there's so much stuff that's going haywire right now that like those people who became not rich but rich enough to maybe start a small business through the unemployment. They would have never allowed that to happen if something wouldn't have went wrong. So it was like stuff was so much shambles that it was a good time where you could be like, man, I'm gonna use this money, sneak it through this, and if I invested in the right stock, the AMC type stuff, man, if you had enough money and you invested in that time window, man, you could thousands and thousands more. Like you know how some people saying like there's been a pandemic instead of a pandemic. Like, I've been coming up. It's a pandemic. But like, you heard that? You ain't heard that before?
I heard that.
Yeah, but it's just like, okay, I can go work. You can work out. You can spend time with your family, but you're just like, man, the world is something that's happening in the world that you can't even control.
Right.
Even no matter what you do to work on yourself, you still want to work on yourself to grind yourself and be as meshed as possible. And as alert, I think right now it's real important to be alert.
Yeah.
But like we kept talking with the distractions, you're just like, man, we need to stop being like acting like the society you are and be a real society to like try to keep stuff together while stuff is like crumbling. It's just like the same again with the distraction thing. It'd be so many distractions that you're like, man, it don't feel so bad. This terrible stuff that's going on, it don't feel so bad, but it's still happening. Maybe if we could push in a different direction. You can't. I feel like all them people marching in the streets, I feel like that might have had an effect on the weather. That much energy being put in a certain direction can have an effect in a lot of places.
Yeah.
It's a lot of energy, like.
Yeah. Yeah. That it's definitely. You know, there's definitely been a shift. There's always been, every so many years, there's been a shift in so many different ways. And what I think, because I know back in the day, reading and learning reading different books, talking to different people, it was like America is going to, they say America eats its young, or dog eat dog world. It's going to consume itself. So it's like, you're here, but don't be of. The more you of it, when this happens, you're going to get affected by it more.
The more you have invested in
so it's like you step back. This is like you step back, and when they go down, you stay out the way.
Yeah.
When the dust clears, it's the rebuilding stage. So it's like just like the stuff that happened on the Capitol or whatever. They, meaning Caucasian people, went and stormed the Capitol, where the majority of people in there that make the decisions that run America are Caucasians, and they went in against themselves. So it's like, the more y'all been spewing out all this unfairness, this lack of equality, or whatever the government has been doing that we know has been on bull crap, it come back on them. And we wasn't even the ones, people of color weren't the ones who inflicted it on. It was their own people. Like,
they start to see like, oh, this is what it feels like. But if you pay attention, essentially, the government is acting a certain way on everybody. But the other society has so many distractions that they didn't notice. I got this big house and all. Right. Can't be that bad. What are you talking about? Yeah. You've never been slapped by the police. Look at my house.
Right. Right.
Hey, that's crazy, man. Right. But when your distractions when people start losing their jobs, bro, people was ready to do anything. People was getting that animal instinct back. That's what they don't want. If you take away the distractions, animal instinct come back. Oh man. Yep. That's what you don't. That's the fall of the society. That's the anarchy, man.
There it is.
So these cats, they attacking themselves now.
Yeah.
So that's like the real crumble. That's the real. So what do you do? How do you prepare from here on? Cause some days I'll be editing some video footage, and I'll be like, I really should just turn this off, learn as much as I can about stocks, try to get some money invested and get low. And
but what I think about that is definitely couldn't hurt. If you got money to do it, boom, you can make that money back or something.
Now you don't even have to have as much money as you can do fractional shares of stocks.
Right.
And stuff.
But even something like that ran by the computers and all this. If it crashed, or in a way to where it's like. So I don't really focus on that. I do. I've done some investment, made some investments or whatever. But some things I just, if you never had it, you never lost it. You never knew it to lose it or something. That type of thing. Can't mess what you never had type thing or whatever. But what I try to do more, because I feel like there is a creator. There is something that's greater than us that is assessing what it is that we're doing. So I'm the type of person, I do the most simplest things in the worst times for my neighbors. So